Hey, my name is Thomas and today we're having a close look at the Kamlan 28mm f1.4, another manual focus lens from a Chinese brand. So let's have a go. Hey, and by the way, I've just reached 1000 subscribers last week, so many thanks for all your support. I really appreciate that. And in case you didn't subscribe yet to my channel, if you like this video, then subscribe and also leave a like and leave a comment. Whatever kind of question or comment you have, I love to read it and I will happily answer every single one of your comments. So again, many thanks for your support. So what's interesting about this Kamlan lens, I mean, there is TT Artisan, there is 7 Artisan, they all produce a great amount of beautiful lenses. And what's the special thing about this one then? Well, this is a 28, it's not a 35, it's not a 23. It's a focal length that sits in between the others. If you look back in history, Pentax did something similar with the FA limited lenses in the 90s. They did a 31 full frame, a 43 and a 77 instead of the usual 35, 50 and 85. So this one is like the Pentax Limited 43. It's a wider focal length than a normal standard prime. It still is not a wide angle lens. So this makes a very versatile lens. I find in use it's really useful. It's very good. You always have a little bit more space on your frame and it's very helpful. The moment you pick up the Kamlan 28, you notice it looks a little bit more like a classic, sort of SLR style lens, not like a small rangefinder lens. It's got a pretty massive lens barrel, it's all made from metal, it's got a big 52mm filter threads, and also it comes with a pretty big plastic lens hood. I'm okay with plastic, it doesn't feel nice or look nice, but it just gets the job done. Plastic always helps to keep away small hits from the lens barrel itself. The lens itself is an 8 lens element design. It's not super complex but also not too simple, and the front lens element is concave, which is a bit normally they're more convex shaped. In terms of performance, it's a pretty solid lens. Even at f1.4 I find the sharpness in the center is very good. Towards the borders and corners, of course, it gets a little bit softer and you have to stop down, like with most other lenses, to around 5.6 for really good borders, left, right, top, bottom, and in the extreme corners maybe to f8, and then you get brilliant landscape shots. So overall that's a pretty solid performance and in line with all the other 35mm lenses like TT Artisan or 7 Artisan. In terms of handling, this lens overall is very nice. But I do like the TT Artisan lenses a bit more, and there are two reasons for that. The reason number one is the focus ring of this lens. It has a hard stop at infinity, but in reality I find that infinity is somewhere here, so more shows like 3 or 4 meters, and then in reality you're on infinity, so all the numbers here are actually a bit useless, I have to say. And the second thing that I don't like is that the aperture ring doesn't have click stops. I know they sell it as a video feature. Overall this lens feels a little bit like, you really feel the heritage of the CCTV lenses where all these Chinese manufacturers come from. They always have clickless aperture rings that are also pretty hard to move, and this also has pretty much resistance, which isn't that nice. Of course, the advantage is that the aperture ring will never move accidentally, but if you're a photographer, you want this ring to be lightweight and maybe with clicks, and even a video guy would like it a little bit more lightweight than this feels. Apart from these two niggles, the lens handles beautifully, feels very, very well made. The feel of the focus ring is very nice. The focus throw is not very big, as you can see. Focus is down to 0.25 meters, which is pretty close. And remember, as always, there is a mark on the camera. This is the sensor plane, and this is from where you counted 25 centimeters, so somewhere to here. But we're gonna test that in a minute, right? Okay, this is the test of close focusing, 25 centimeters. One other thing that's peculiar is this lens has got an 11-bladed aperture, and that makes 22 pointed sun stars. Whenever you got an odd number of aperture blades, the number of the points of the sun stars doubles. I'm personally more a fan of the 10-bladed apertures. I think a nice 10-pointed sun star is very beautiful, and 22 points is maybe a little bit too much. If we jump to the verdict, it's a very unobtrusive lens. It's not like it excels in anything really like crazy. Like I would say the 7 Artisan 35 f.95, for example, excels because it's so super fast and gives you that super soft and creamy bokeh. This lens doesn't do that, but at f1.4 and 28 millimeters, it still gives you a lot of bokeh. You can really throw out the background out of focus. And you also don't have a lot of alternatives in that focal range. I think there is only the Fujinon, the 27, the Pancake, which is a brilliant lens, but it's f2.8 only. So if you love this focal length, if you love this field of view as much as I do, for example, then this is really a lens you should consider. And I think that retails for like 160 or something on the market in euros or dollars or equivalent wherever you live. And also check the used market, because this lens came out I think in 2019 already, so there might be also offerings on the used market as well. And there is the Trinity, as I said. There is a 21 f1.8 as well as a 50 f1.1. They already have 2 versions of that 50mm lens. Maybe I have to try those out as well soon. That's it for today. Thanks for watching Tom's Cameras. Live long and prosper. Have a great time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Oh.